In this tutorial, we're going to look at matching questions and how to build a question that asks the student to match. Already in the question bank for the quiz. So again, if you're creating this from anew, you'd go click on your quiz from your initial interface, and then which is quizzes, test quiz, the name of this, and then click on editing quiz, and that'll drop you into here. And over here in the question bank, I've already created a subcategory, which is done. I showed you in another video by going through here, and I've created the subcategory under test quiz for matching. Let's create a new one. So create new question, choose matching. Now matching is a little bit different, same qualities as some of the other ones as far as the beginning aspect of it, the general category. So we're in the category matching. The question name is going to be Moodle site. Okay. Now the question text, now because it's going to be laid out a little bit different, this question isn't so much you give a specific one question and then you have 3 choices from it or 4 choices from it. It's going to be more of a direction of what to do. Okay, so define these terms. Alright, and that'll make more sense in just a second. So I'm giving them an explicit point of define these terms. Okay, and that's what you want it to be up there, a little more so as more directional, because the questions as far as what they're going to answer will come later down. So that's not as much of where you want to insert the question that they're going to answer, but more of direction. Image to display none, you can if you'd like, and that's something we talked about previously. Default question for grade, I'm going to set it at 10 points. There is no penalty factor. I do not have adaptive mode on. That's something we talked about previously. General feedback, I know it's cheesy, but saving time. Now, you can leave shuffle on, and again that'll shuffle the way it appears to each individual student so that it's always the same sequence of A, B, C. So A may become the B and B may become the A for a different student and so on. Now here's where it gets a little different, and it's available choices. So you must provide at least 3 questions with matching answers. Okay, you can provide extra wrong answers, but entries where both the question and the answer are blank will be ignored. And so when we come down here, you see where we have question 1, question 2, and question 3. Your question, answer, and this is where you're actually going to pose the question. So remember before we said define these terms, so let's define house, and I'm going to define it as show on Fox. Question 2, car, or I guess we should formulate it in a question. What is a car? We're just going to say something you drive. What is house? That way we keep it in that question format. Third question is, what is Moodle? And we're just going to abbreviate it, Learning Management System. Now I could create more, I could create, but I have to do in a minimum those 3, and it has to be formatted this way. Now I could do another set of 3 where I just give incorrect answers so that it matches up, or I could give more sets like where I give the question answer. That's up to you. I'm going to leave it at this. We're going to save changes. And we're going to come back over here into the question bank, and notice now behind matching for categories there's 2. Okay, and if we come down here to the bottom, we'll see the one we just created for Moodle site. Alright, I'm going to select that one and bring it over to the quiz. I can do that by clicking the box and hitting add to quiz, or I can do that by just clicking this. So I'm just going to move it by clicking that. And again, if you don't want to move it over from here, you can preview it from here, you can edit it from here, you can move it up and down in the sequence in here. This is a similar function as on the interface. Those are all choices you have while they're over here, so you can manipulate things over in here before you bring them over to the quiz. The same you can do once in the quiz. Now these are how they are in the quiz and how they will appear in the quiz to the students. And you have those same functions over here. So we want to view this so I can give you an idea of what it looks like. Okay, so define these terms. Those are the directions. What is a car? Alright, so now you're going to come over here into the choose box, and it's going to be an LMS, a show on Fox, or something you drive. Okay, and that's how each question will work. And to get the full 10 points, they need to be able to answer each one of these correctly. Okay, and again, submit page. If you have one question per page, they hit that. The students can then move to the next one, submit all and finish, fill with correct, start again. That's if they want to start over. If you allow that, close and preview. Notice that the total down here is added because that's the 10, that's the total points I gave it. So this changes every time I add a new quiz into here, but the maximum grade is 100%. And that's how we create matching inside Moodle. And you want to make sure that you hit save and change, otherwise it won't be added. And that's it.